So my name again is Iya Bikondo Granatella, and I'm the founder and CEO of some non-profit organization. They're called the Iya Foundation. So we promote kidney awareness, kidney health awareness, and organ transplantation, organ donation awareness. Okay. So today we always do screening, health screenings every March around here for different areas, even for Buea. So people that they don't get that health screening for Buea for here. Last March we do one for Yaoundé, we do one for Douala, and we do one for Limbe too. You know, in addition to Buea. So we get some small meet and greet for here, and a lot of patients they express say they really need a lot of education. And even after I discuss with the staff, when a Dr. Tewafiu and myself, we realize and say education really be key. And we all know say when they diagnose you with some sick, after you don't go through a phase, that trauma for accept this kind of life-changing sick like kidney disease or kidney failure, you get the next thing where you want to do, you know, rather than for stay for that denial stage or traumatic stage, now for try to understand the disease, how wait till it happen for your system, wait till it happen with you, how you can manage the condition. That's all no. You know, so that's all we decide can start do these sessions that we will educate patients, caregivers, healthcare providers, or just anybody really interested to know about kidney health. That's how we start. So we'll get office space for Fakoship Plaza, there for corner Bisek down the road, corner Bisek, I think corner police too. You know, so now they will get office where we cancel patients and their families also individually and collectively. We'll also get support groups. We'll get trainings where we train patients the way they want to become kidney health advocates, like we do. Patients, because we understand say the story of a patient will be powerful. When person talk about something really affecting, a lot of tendency they say people they will relate or be willing for listening to that person, right? You know. So we train patients, then encourage, empower, and equip them. And so we give them the tools, all the resources where they need to go back to their communities, also will become health advocates. So anybody will be interested in that one, you feel I will leave my information, you feel reach out to me, and we'll see how we will train you and then certify you so that we will start work together. Okay? And another thing what I want to say, I say me myself as a kidney patient. I don't be kidney patient for 30 years. They diagnosed me when I was 7 years old. I became nephrotic syndrome, and then it progressively, slowly, you know, but progressively get worse. After 10 years, I lost my kidneys. I've been on dialysis for 5 years. You know, thank God I will eventually get transplants. My mommy will give me a kidney. So my kidney for September will be 14 years. I don't do this advocacy now for about 10 years, a little bit over 10 years. You know, now my passion, I believe in educating and empowering other patients, and I also believe, say, together, we can work hand in hand, not only for ourselves as patients, but for people the way they come after we, because knowledge indeed is power, right? And health is wealth. So we need to really empower ourselves with knowing and understanding this disease, because when you know what to deal with them, then you feel fight them. Okay? So last week we talk about the basics of kidney disease, where we talk about what the organ, the kidney organ be, we talk about the function, we talk about the symptoms of kidney failure, causes of kidney failure, what to be chronic kidney disease and acute kidney disease, and how you can prevent them. And we also talk about some of the common habits that really damage kidney disease, and we'll talk about treatment options. Okay, so today, I promised when I say we'll talk about tests for kidney health. You know, wait till you want test, the kind of test that we need for do for check your kidney function. Okay, so that's what we're going to talk about today. The last week session topic, when the basics of kidney health, it will come again, you know, in the future, maybe like 2 weeks or 3 weeks from now, you know, so that for people where they want to catch up, they'll catch up. And then I also get this is just an attendance sheet. You can sign your name and your number, and we always reach out to you when we get sessions and information, educative and informative sessions, and if you like to attend, all of them are really free. Tomorrow we'll get another one actually. We one of a doctor of pharmacies, Dr. Pumbom Reban. He can talk for our kidney resource center tomorrow 1 o'clock. Now part of our seminar series where we call an leftover lunch. So while we're having lunch, we provide the lunch, it's on us. Then you're able to. So while we provide lunch, then we discuss and talk about. We'll get that seminar, Learn Over Lunch series tomorrow. And tomorrow topic now, NSAIDs. NSAIDs now, anti-inflammatory drugs, and we all will be taking like paracetamol, Tylenol, ibuprofen. So this doctor of pharmacist, Dr. Reban Pumbom, he will talk to us about those medications and also medications that we typically you take when you get kidney disease. You will be asking questions, he will tell you how they work and stuff like that. Okay, so tomorrow, our last one will be on patient entrepreneurship, for how we can empower patients then so that it can be sustainable. A lot of patients, they need work. So what do we do in a kind of really holistic approach to wellness? Because we didn't say you not end up only for dialysis, you get for do other things than for big ends meet. All right, so I hope I'll see some of these faces then tomorrow, 1 o'clock for Fakoship Plaza, Studio L. If you just ask for the ER Foundation, okay, would they gonna be safe? Okay, so again, I say I'll pass this book around, you sign your name, and then just write your phone number so if we reach you, I'll start talking. Okay, now for anybody, not just for, and not only for informative purposes. Okay, so why you need to get tested and know your kidney numbers. Remember the topic for today now, test for kidney health, right? So why you want to test it? First of all, kidney failure and chronic kidney disease are the fastest growing non-communicable disease in the world today. And when we talk about non-communicable, it means they're not because of infection or something like that. Okay, you not fit pass up for another person like HIV or syphilis or something like that. Okay, so that the fastest growing non-communicable disease in the world today. That's number one disease. Secondly, over 850 million people they died of kidney failure in 2017, according to World Health Organization. Okay, that means the prevalence of kidney failure and chronic kidney disease is really, really, really high. You understand? So now why that we need for know our numbers? And for Cameroon alone, kidney disease accounts for over 3,600 deaths every year. Mind you, our population are only 22 million. And 22 or 25. 25 now, I think. And, then are even not only cases in that way that they are accounted for. Means the way they record us. Okay? And also, say that's like 1 out of every 62 deaths in Cameroon. Kidney disease is definitely prevalent in Cameroon. Okay? And another thing I want to notice and why we feel we really need for tests for kidney health, because when you look around Cameroon, based on that numbers, I want to tell you, get only 6 dialysis clinics there for Cameroon. Only 6 for service 25 million people. Only inside the facility, we get over 70 patients. Now only 5 machines they work, about 5 or 6, I believe. 6 machines they work inside this facility. You understand? So the prevalence being real, kidney disease is real, kidney failure is real. And based on the statistics we don't see, and the resources we'll get out for Cameroon, we all will say half the time, lights will go off from here. So you know mean say patients will come, you want to get a treatment, then light never be enough to get treatment. Another 2 major issues, the material shortage, right? Mm-hmm. Another half the time, patient will come and do the treatment, material not there. If I will give the same speech for USA, I'll be based for US, I will be tell patients and say they go encourage and say never miss a treatment. Never ever miss a treatment. Compliance. When I'm here, it's a different story. Because what? I will still tell patients and say, never ever miss a treatment. But guess what? Sometimes it's not up to them. It's not up to them because of the system where sometimes things do not always stay. It not be regular, so they need to get regular treatment and not be reliable. Now why that we try to really fight this disease from a preventative angle, okay? Before one gets to kidney failure, they will at least know what will be deal with. Chronic kidney disease is different stages. We'll see that later. Any sick, when you start and when you catch her early diagnosis saves lives, early detection saves lives. Any sick, when you diagnose her early, tendency they say you feel fix her, you feel correct her, right? Sometimes you feel treat her. And I lie on that. Not true, no. Not true. Any sick when you catch her early, if you tendency they say even cancer. If you catch cancer on stage 1, you feel easily fight her. Okay? So now the reasons in that way would be really one for share knowledge on kidney health, on kidney disease, so that they will be armed, they will be equipped with all the knowledge for manage and take care of ourselves against kidney failure or chronic kidney disease. And based on US statistics, I just want to say 12 people that die every day, actually 13 waiting for a kidney. When for US they do organ transplantation. That is an average of 1 every 3 hours where people that die from kidney failure. And then as we speak right now, over 100,000 people they day for the transplant weekly. That means they day of dialysis, or maybe they never yet start dialysis, but they need the kidney. Their kidneys don't fail, so they need the kidney. Okay? So now why that we need for educate ourselves, and now why that we did here. Now, we'll talk about the medical tests then, where you need for check, for check if your kidneys work properly. And your doctors, they will tell you this thing, and wait till I work with for you for work hand in hand with the doctors, because the doctors, they get a long list of patients and things that they have to do. So they don't get time all the time for, she don't really explain sometimes things them for patients, the way patients they need for no, you understand? So patients, they, at the end of the day, they need to find this information themselves. But also half the time, patients people go for Google. But Google will overwhelm you with information where you get confused, then you start self-diagnosing, like the worst thing that we want to do for yourself. You understand? So we'll look at some of these testing. That test the way naturally your doctors will tell you about, they will explain out for you a little bit more detail. So the main 2 tests with the one test you now, the albumin to creatinine ratio, urinalysis, it's a urine test. That albumin to creatinine ratio. I'll explain that later. The other one, like EGFR. Okay, the EGFR is the estimated glomerular filtration rate. And that estimated glomerular filtration rate, you check for creatinine in your blood. Again, we'll talk about that later. So that one, you check your blood. The ACR, you check your urine. Okay, so I'll go more extensively later in the slides. Other tests then where you want to for check your kidney function, especially if you get risk factors. And some of the risk factors for kidney disease are diabetes, high blood pressure, obesity, if you get over the age of 60, and if you even be black. Okay? So now some of the risk factors just means say you get the potential for get kidney disease. You be at high risk for get kidney disease. Okay? You be likely to if you get kidney disease. So the other tests the way doctor will prescribe and blood glucose sugar. Okay? So the feed test, if you want to check, they will check your blood glucose sugar. In addition to the other 2, they will check your blood pressure. And they check your blood glucose and blood pressure because diabetes and high blood pressure are the first and second leading cause of kidney failure and chronic kidney disease. Diabetes is number 1. Number 2, like hypertension, high blood pressure. And all we will know, say diabetes and high blood pressure, they be prevalent in black people. Almost all of people, either our mommy or our papa, they get diabetes or high blood pressure. Okay? And the sad thing I say, a lot of the times, those things they run in family. Another sad thing I say, even though they may run in family, sometimes our lifestyle make we prone to kidney disease or to diabetes and high blood pressure. Another thing I say, what will be genetically as black, I will tell you when I say one of the risk factors are being black because of our genetic makeover. There's a gene called APO1 gene, okay? And that APO1 gene, researchers, one claim say, it's still being tested, so that APO1 gene will be prevalent in black people, it be responsible for sickle cell disease and for chronic kidney disease. We will not know yet, but that's a strong claim with the maker. Okay, so and then we'll check for cholesterol. Cholesterol indicates say you get heart disease, when another risk factor. Heart disease, hypertension, another risk factor for kidney disease. And then BMI, obesity. Obesity, now when you be overweight, when you really be fat. So BMI, check fat for your body based on your height and your weight. Okay, it will determine also. Alright, so now another test is that in addition to your ACR, that's your albumin to creatinine ratio, and your estimated glomerular filtration rate. In addition to this, now the recommended test that we will tell you you do. So we'll just talk a little bit about the estimated glomerular filtration rate. This one are blood tests, so they'll take an through your blood. Okay, so creatinine. Now hear me I mentioned creatinine a few times, right? So creatinine is actually a natural waste product. It is found inside your blood. It's supposed to be there. You understand? But your kidneys that it help for excreta out. Okay. Now if they check that creatinine, it get to be only a certain level for your blood. If it be too high, it shows that your kidneys they need work properly for eliminate that creatinine. And there are muscles that make that creatinine. Okay? We now understand. So this particular test, they do this particular test, they do through your blood. So you not feel look at it, so they have to test your blood for you for see that the only way to know your EGFR is to have a blood test to check how much creatinine is in your blood. Okay? Okay. Anybody get any question, you can just interrupt me briefly, okay? Now, a little bit more about EGFR, for know your numbers, okay? Now, if you get an EGFR where they more than 90, your EGFR be good, really be good, be considered healthy, and I'll explain that later. From 69 to 89, it also be to relatively healthy. Now EGFR, a lot of times they check your EGFR and based on your results from your EGFR, they can determine which stage of kidney disease you be. Either you not get kidney disease at all, or maybe you get from stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4, or stage 5. And I'll talk about the stages then in the next slide. Okay, so if you get an EGFR of 15 or less, your kidneys they don't fail, and likely you will forget dialysis or organ transplantation. You will need forget some kind of renal replacement therapy, some kind of therapy that will help you do the work for the kidneys. Okay, so we'll just do this again for the next slide. We'll go through the different stages. Is that clear? The different stages of chronic kidney disease. Again, EGFR will help you for determining the blood creatinine level for your body and how much blood creatinine, the number of the EGFR, it will determine what stage of chronic kidney disease will you be. And the EGFR number will be based on your creatinine, and then they will use your age, your race, and a couple of other indicators then for determining that number. Okay.
Yes, we talked about 60
above,
and then
and
we
then
talked about
about
14.
no 60 for the EGFR. Right? If your EGFR be 60 for 3 consecutive months, they start in an indicator that says something not be wrong with their kidney.
Something not be wrong.
Something not be right with your kidneys. Something is wrong with your kidneys, right? Okay. EGFR of 15 or less, an indicator of kidney failure. That means you don't get extreme severe damage to your kidneys, where you need some kind of renal replacement therapy. You either need dialysis or transplantation when you live for the area. Okay. Now, if your EGFR is 60 for 3 consecutive months, back to back, where they check you, now also an indicator say you might get kidney disease. Now, based on other tests, to determine which stage where you be.
So the right one
from 90 and above.
you go up.
Okay? Yes. So, stage 1, kidney damage and EGFR. Okay? So stage 1 means you have some signs of kidney disease. You know, like maybe you'll find protein for your urine or something like there's nothing really going on. Sometimes if you be stressed, if you get a little bit of protein in your urine, where if you know everything be okay, you go back to normal. Okay, so stage 1, maybe there's a little bit something off, but you're not really the chronic kidney disease. You can get an EGFR of 90. Okay, you know. So most cases, if your EGFR is 90, you be considered healthy. All right. Now for stage 2, now when you get a kidney damage between 60 and 89, okay, and it means you have some signs of kidney damage, but your EGFR is between 60 and 89. Okay. So if you don't get any really other signs then with any other condition where you have you or any other symptoms for kidney disease, again stage 2, now alarm that you know really be too critical, you're still considered relatively healthy. Now today your doctor will start encourage you, may start maintaining a healthy lifestyle, be very cautious of what you do. If you smoke, try to stop smoking. If you smoke, drink excessive alcohol, you want limit time, either drink in moderation or quit. You want to try to stay away from infections. You know, they encourage you to live a low-fat diet, low-salt diet, low potassium, low phosphorus diet. Drink often when you get to stage 2. You know, it's a little bit of a change. Maybe there's some protein, but it's not too much. So you're still considered relatively healthy, but you need to be aware. Okay. And now, why not we do these exams and so that we want catch people the way they did for this 1, 2, or 3 stage, so that we can help them for delayed progression. You understand? Because kidney disease can really be prevented. Kidney failure can be prevented. The disease can be delayed, okay, or it can be slowed down or completely prevented. Okay, so that's why we encourage testing. The unfortunate thing I say, even though we encourage, like in the US, many people they do at least an annual physical blood work every year. The thing with Cameroon, I say, Cameroon, you do, even though you do go for that blood work, they need to do everything. So you have to really, it's not mandated for healthcare providers to test you for all of those. So you have to open your mouth and request for it. And the reason why not be mandated, of course, not expense. The expense. Okay? You know, like the free screening, the road we do, man. Now about, in general, it costs about 20,000 per person. But we usually give it for free. Okay? But 20,000 is no money for person where in the fee or nothing for double check yourself. Right? How many of we, if you need fee or nothing, it's hard for just say you go to hospital go check yourself. Not like you ask the hotel yourself, say wait, you go find sick way. You go spoil money for call something for your skin. Now the tendency that will penny wise waiting, pound foolish. You understand? But you know, so that's why we demand try to encourage this testing so that if we catch them early, you know, I get a few patients the way they can't see me because they like at this stage and cancel them on waiting for two, you know, for kind of delay. It's gonna take a total lifestyle modification, believe me. Some of what own I do on dialysis and I know that. You know, I know somebody will talk for you about alcohol, you say have a sweet. Sweet's not better because of the high sugar content, high phosphorus content and all that. You understand? So you not take sweet either. And when you take sweet for people that are on dialysis, it make you thirsty more. And we know say you get to limit your fluid intake. Right? You know, so now we'll go for stage 3 for kidney disease. Stage 3, now when your EGFR they from 30 to 59, okay? And this means your kidneys are moderately damaged and do not work as well as they need to be working. So they don't experience a significant amount of damage, but they still work to an extent. Currently, I think my own EGFR, they now, I think for the last time, I think it's like 45. My current EGFR for my transplanted kidney. It's not the best. And I want to try my hardest, you know, for stay healthy, staying hydrated, you know, I put cucumber and lemon from water. So your kidneys will still be working, but there's some damage in it. Okay? And you really want to be careful. Okay, when you're at stage 3. Now stage 4, now when you have an EGFR of 15 to 29, okay? And that means your kidneys are severely damaged and are not working nearly as you want them to work, or nearly as supposed or nearly like they need to be working. Okay? So this when you're at stage 4, you're experiencing some kind of kidney failure at this point. And usually, a lot of times, some people actually start dialysis because at this point it depends on the patient, how the patient is feeling. Some people they start feel worse really, really early than other patients, even at stage 4. Okay? And then stage 5, now when you get an EGFR of less than 15, like I mentioned, you see that red area, you know, and that means your kidneys are getting close to complete failure. Very minimum function of your kidney is going on. There's not a lot happening with your kidneys. Your kidneys are severely not working. You know, they're not working like they need to. And if you go for lab and they tell you say your EGFR be 15 or less, you therefore see a doctor immediately. Immediately. If you never already start even get symptoms, then because at this point you will start on to get symptoms. Then we talked about the symptoms the last time: itchy skin, cramping, high blood pressure. Some people they find out about their kidney failure now as a result of high blood pressure, severe high blood pressure. Okay, cramping, metallic taste in your mouth, loss of appetite after maybe you pee too much or you need to pee enough. You know, that's some of the symptoms in that of kidney failure. Okay? So now the different stages in that, and that will help for determining EGFR. And it will work hand in hand with EGFR. Now, urine test, now the other one. That one, that blood test, you definitely check and through your blood. Now, we'll check for urine test. Urine now albumin to creatinine ratio. Okay? Now, this urine test is a type, albumin is a type of protein. And again, it's different for our blood. It's different for our blood. We need protein for repair and for growth, but we need it in our blood. Okay? Now, when they check this urine, what will happen? I say, if they check your urine and they find out say protein or albumin, then we are urine, then an indicator say your kidneys they need properly work properly. Because your kidneys they therefore filter the protein, they filter them into your blood, stay into your blood, while the waste and excess fluid and all those other things they get rid of, the kidney will get rid of so that it excretes through piss, through urine, then the protein, good part will stay in the blood. If it is for your urine, if this albumin is for your urine, now an indicator saying something is not right, your kidneys are not working properly. This test now one of the tests that we do when we do a freeze. Okay, we do as usually do, and sometimes it will test for other parameters. You see, like that test trickles here, it is sometimes checked for other parameters. Okay, so the two main tests, the way one test for kidney functioning, EGFR and ACR. If you don't want to know anything, you want to know those numbers, what's your numbers? Okay? You know. And then we will talk about diabetes. One test for for diabetes, because again, why would we test for diabetes? Because diabetes is not the number one kidney cause of kidney failure. So when you be at risk of kidney failure and they start testing your kidneys and something is wrong, they will check you for diabetes. Okay? And these are just some of the tests that, fasting, glucose test. Fasting just means you not sleep. Fasting in the morning, you not eat like anything at all before they do the blood sugar. And if you get the blood sugar reading of less than 99, it means you be low risk. It means you will not be at risk of kidney failure, of diabetes. If not over 100, high risk of diabetes. Some people, they do these tests for their houses too, and we do one we do a screening. And actually we do one too for our resource center, okay? And as well as the urine test. And then fasting, now when you eat and then like 2 hours later, they test you, okay? If you be less than 140, you're low risk. If you be more than 141, you're really high risk for diabetes. You might want to repeat it again to do it, And then the A1C blood test is used to diagnose diabetes or measure how well you are managing your diabetes if you already have it. If you be less than 5.7%, how is that Amre?
Yeah, morning.
Good morning, sir.
If you come today.
I come today now, yeah. If you be less than 5.7%, it be normal. And if you be 5.7% to 6.4%, you be pre-diabetic. Pre-diabetic just means you dey like borderline. You don't be close to. And usually if you change your diet and start eating really healthy, you feel reversal. My brother could be like that. My brother could be pre-diabetic, but right now his readings are normal. So those are things that you can really use. Basic things like exercise and eating the proper diet for reverse them. And then if you get 6.5%, it means that you're diabetic. You'll be diagnosed as diabetic. Okay? And this A1C blood test will check the average amount of sugar that is in your blood over the last 3 months. So usually they use them for check if you're already diabetic, they will do that test from when they manage your health, okay, on a continuous basis. Now, so what to do if you have diabetes? This is just to check your own blood sugar. Most people, like I said, they have their home kits that they check a day, and before eating, you want it to be between 70 and 130. That would be the normal range. 2 hours after eating, you want it to be less than 180. Anything after that may be too high. And at bedtime, you want it to be 90 to 150, between 90 and 150. These are people who are normally checking their blood pressure on a daily basis, especially those who are already diabetic. Okay? And if you be at risk, if you are advisable for check them. And I see some checking stations set for Buea, Lambert Diabetic Center, they offer it for free. So some of these tests them, and even we for this thing they do want to for free, but you have to be a member to get it for free. So these are tests that basic tests that you can get if you want to get them. It's just to know where to get them. Okay. So and then high blood pressure, again, the second leading cause of kidney failure and chronic kidney disease. So we advise people they may they do them, may they take them, machines that they will if you check out for house or if you go for hospital, maybe they'll charge you small money, you check your high blood pressure, or if you come for a kidney resource center, we'll check out for you again. So blood pressure, the normal reading is 120 over 80 or less, okay, and that's normal for most people, and that's what's considered healthy, okay, and then if it's 140 over 90 or more, then it will be considered high. Okay, that's for high blood pressure. So those are the numbers, the ranges that you want to know. Okay. And the irony in kidney disease must say, kidney disease, even though high blood pressure because be more than likely to cause kidney disease and kidney failure, uncontrolled high blood pressure and uncontrolled keyword diabetes be likely. Because if you control them, it will delay again or possibly prevent them. Now, sometimes maybe in a different disease because your kidney failure where you don't get hypertension. But as a result of your kidneys not working, if it make you again, you develop high blood pressure. So it's kind of like a two-way sword. You understand? So even if you don't have high blood pressure, but you get diabetes or lupus or maybe HIV is another thing, it affects organs. So if it causes person, you get kidney failure or something. So if you get any of that, but you don't really get hypertension, once your kidneys fail, it's likely that you can also develop hypertension after, okay, because your kidneys are not working well, and what the kidneys also do is balance your pressure. They help to balance your pressure, okay? And then body mass index. Body mass index, you want to check now mostly. You use your height and your weight, for check how much amount of fat they for your skin. Okay, it's your BMI. Obesity is a risk factor for kidney failure. Okay, so this by itself not determine whether you get kidney failure or chronic kidney disease. Okay, they will use that together with all those other testing, just for identifying where to really cause your kidney disease or where to put you at risk for kidney failure or kidney disease. Okay, so by itself it will not determine that. It will tell you if you're obese or not. That's your BMI, your body mass index. We also do this test. Now, this is just different ranges of blood tests and the normal levels that we want to see when we receive our blood work. I don't know if usually they give on a back on our blood results and one of the tests, but they'll check for your blood urea and normal value now like 10 to 50. Blood urea again are kind of like waste product for your blood. You don't want it to be too high. Okay, and that urea causes that metallic taste for your mouth. Well, for most of us who don't get that kidney failure, one of the symptoms is metallic taste. It's not taste we need, and why do we get appetite also for chop, And a lot of times I've been saying also not only because of anemia, but also that when we crave what we call pita, when we crave for non-edible things like calabar chop, or we notorious for eating. Okay, and then creatinine, normal range will be 0.6 to 1.1 for women. Okay, that would be the normal range. If anything high, it's an indicator that your kidneys are not properly working. Mine is about 1.4. It's working. You start getting really sick when it's more like 4.55 when it becomes symptomatic. Okay, and then. For women, the normal range would be 0.7 to 1.3. Okay, so you want to check sodium. You don't want to eat sodium too much. Don't check it. Potassium. Potassium is another. It's another substance that you don't want too high in your blood. Potassium will cause cardiac problems. It will cause high potassium. Will cause heart problems. Now why that when your kidneys don't fail, they tell you maybe limit for chopping the way they be high in potassium. The unfortunate thing I say almost all what chop they be high in potassium. Almost all leafy vegetables, tomatoes, okra, kale, everything, spinach, be high in plantain, cocoa, almost all of them be high in potassium. But as patients, they really develop different ways for sustain ourselves. Like people they will steep potatoes being really, really high. For water, maybe like a week, they leach out some of the nutrients before the people can eventually, that way, or as they boil, they remove the water. Some people do it that way because it's really, really high. And when your kidneys are not working, it's not taking care of that potassium level in your blood. It's going to cause heart problems, and your having heart problems is making your kidneys worse. So it's kind of like a whole cycle of complications, So those are some of the tests that they'll do. Okay. And let me just say, within a couple of, in a week, I always put this for our website and for our social media page. Our page, the ER Project, or for Facebook, or if you find Kidney Resource Center for Facebook, and I'll post all of these slides for people to read the one reference or just for read them on their own. Okay, and if you really want the hard copy, you can stop by the Kidney Resource Center. We have a cyber cafe there. The documentation center that we can print and and give it to you as well. So that the whole idea is to make this information accessible to you guys. You understand? So if you need them, we will do that. Okay? Now, we don't talk all these things there, right? Somebody, maybe person there for your way not really get kidney failure. If you get kidney failure and you see your doctor, maybe you're coming for you want to see doctor. So this slide now, it will just tell you waiting for ask your doctor, little tips when you go for your doctor's visit. Okay? You want to discuss your lifestyle. And what you mean by that, I say maybe you just tell the doctor how much alcohol you consume, how much cigarettes, if you eat really bad. Some people they do it or chop hamburger from now to tomorrow, pizza from now to tomorrow, they fry things, they left, right, center, fry. Maybe they cook a put like 1 gallon of oil inside, and just to discuss your lifestyle, with your doctor, tell you about your diet, if you smoke, all of that, talk about your health history, okay? Whenever you go see doctor for help you properly with any diagnosis. Sometimes we hide certain illnesses then for our doctors then. That's not right, you understand? Maybe we just feel headache today, but if we go for doctor, we'll not tell doctor say we go get this infection or we suffer from something else or something else. We not tell doctor. So how the doctor feel help we if you not know what it happen? You understand? So it be very essential, say when we get for be open and you want to find doctor where you feel trust for you for be that open with it. Sometimes some people, now while that, while I do for US, while I do work, I meet somebody where he reach out to me, he's from Angola. He reach out to me through my work. He say the doctor where he say, he not explain anything for him. So he make an appointment and I explain stuff to him. And it's actually the consular of Angola, one young guy like that, and to the US. So he was asking for recommendations for another doctor, like who I see and stuff. And he's in Virginia, I'm in New Jersey. So I gave him a few numbers, then I had a visit with him. He made an appointment, and I sat with him and explained to him a lot of stuff. He saw my doctor. He was very impressed with the doctor, one of the doctors that I recommended, and he was able to. The other doctor, he said, did not explain anything to me. So he didn't relate that well with the doctor. So it's very important, say, doctors are plenty. Maybe specialists, they're not plenty for here, unfortunately. Then when you get options, it's fine for doctor where you're comfortable with that. You understand? Because you're not to be hiding it for your doctor. For your doctor to help you properly, you need to be open with him. Okay? Speak up about any medical conditions with your family history and stuff like that. Okay? And then wait till you get for ask. So, you want to ask, like I thought, how it not be mandatory for them to do like a kidney test function for your kidneys, right? So you want to ask your doctor, may at least do that simple urine test for you. May they check your diabetes, may they check your high blood pressure, and may they check your family. May they check your high blood pressure and maybe your BMI. And especially if you get any of that, you want to make sure you test that urine test. You want to make sure you do that urine test frequently, maybe once or twice a year, if you did get any risk factors in your kidney disease. Okay? And try to get your blood results then back. Usually blood results they feel easily understand and use to say, because usually they will put the normal range and then tell you your range, right? So it be essential. Say when doctor tell you to go to test, make sure so you get your blood test and then back. Okay, and then ask your doctor for any healthy lifestyle recommendations. What do you think so you feel do for manage your condition or for be well in general, or for if you did for any of the stages, how you feel delay progression. Will they offer that as well? And information about medications, that can harm your kidneys. That's the seminar we have tomorrow. Okay, so we're going to talk about medications that have the potential of damaging your kidneys. Okay, so those are some tips and what you really need to know. So you want to know your numbers. You want to know your EGFR number. You want the EGFR is the estimated glomerular filtration rate where you check the creatinine for your blood. You know, you want to check the albumin to creatinine ratio. You want to check the blood glucose, your sugar level. You want to check blood pressure. You want to check cholesterol, and you want to check BMI. You want to know those numbers. Okay, and if you are relatively healthy, you not get health problems, you want to do it at least once a year. Okay, at least once a year, try to do this test. For here, I know say people already done dialysis, they require a monthly test for being done. Unfortunately, as I hear from other patients and during my last session here, sometimes they need always get money when you're spending $10,000, 10,000 francs every week in addition to maybe epogen or blood transfusions or other medications. It's not easy, so sometimes they skip. But if you must, these are the tests that you need to get done. Okay, keep that in mind. Now, so to keep a healthy lifestyle, to kind of slow disease prevention, to kind of slow progression of the disease, or even prevent the disease. These are some recommendations that we have given. If you have diabetes, make sure to control your blood sugar. I cannot overemphasize that, and I keep saying it. There's a difference between having diabetes and managing or controlling your diabetes and having diabetes and not doing anything about it. You understand? So, and then keep a healthy blood pressure, so manage your blood pressure, same as diabetes. Follow a low fat and low salt diet. Salt is not good. Salt has a tendency to cause inflammations, it will cause kidney failure, it will cause blood pressure problems, So you want to really, really be careful with your salt intake. And for people that already get kidney failure, cannot be eating salt. When you're on a renal diet, on a kidney diet, salt is one of the things that you have to eat the least. Okay, and when maybe only salt for chocolate, if you look at some of these packages, there's a lot high, especially these canned things, and the salt content inside is really, really high because they tend to use it as preservatives. So one really, really be careful how they consume salt. And even like when you're on dialysis, when you chew salt, it make you thirsty. Now I don't want to go for bad and put salty granite, nice seasoned meat and kanda, because when you chop it, it make you thirsty and you drink more. Okay, so one stay away from salt, and then not smoke or use tobacco. Tobacco usage, it shows that when you use amylon, it causes protein for your urine. That means it need help your kidney to work properly. Okay, and the reason why that they need encourage smoking, tobacco, or use of any tobacco products. Okay, try for exercise. Okay, they recommend about 30 minutes a day. If you can just walk, go for your level, walk. I try to do at least 10-15 minutes a day because of time, but I try to do it every day or at least 3 to 5 times a day when my schedule is really hectic. Exercising will help blood circulation, it will give you an overall sense of wellness. You want to always keep fit, okay? Because one of the risk factors of kidney disease also, now living a sedentary lifestyle means be inactive. Be inactive. You know, you don't like couch potato, but chair for hours and hours and hours, just to watch TV. And even people that really work, I left my job, you were sitting on that chair for 9 to 5, 8, 9 hours, 10. It's not always good. Now, either we need for wake up, some of you will wake up like at 5 a.m., go do a 30 minutes exercise or 15 minutes before we go up. Sitting in that, sedentary lifestyle, it's not good for your kidneys, okay? Keep a healthy weight. By you being active, it will help you to maintain your weight, And ask your doctor if there are any medicines you should take to protect your kidneys, okay? So that's if all those other tests have been done. Now, so what will be the things that we take home out of this, okay? One, the key things that I really want may make you remember. Now, chronic CKD is when your kidneys are damaged and don't work as well as they need to. That's chronic kidney disease. And chronic kidney disease, they differ from acute kidney disease. Acute kidney disease now when your kidney just fail abruptly. Maybe as as a result of extreme dehydration. Maybe you need to drink well or something, and you be extremely dehydrated. But when they give you fluid, when you drink or water, if you get back, it will reverse that damage, and you'll be fine again. Your kidneys will work again. Another thing, if it causes acute kidney injury or failure, infection. So infection, the way if you get like a bladder infection, if it cause go for your urethra and then cause your kidneys for get infected, which you go into failure. But if they treat that underlying infection, if you reverse the damage and your kidneys, they will start functioning again to one extent. However, if you continue to get repeated infections or instances of extreme dehydration where they shut down your kidney, that's small acute kidney injuries over time, if it eventually cause kidney failure in the long run. Okay, and I just want to say something, about fluid intake. Like water. People already done dialysis will not be different. I don't drink a lot, but the recommended dose for fluid intake about 1.5 liters to 2 liters for normal person when you drink water. I think this is 1.5. So about this, or plus more of this, maybe like 1.5 of this is recommended to drink at least a day. And may not be hard for you because Cameroon is really hot, especially in this area. Really hot, so it shouldn't be a problem. I will perspire, so we need to hydrate ourselves. Chronic kidney disease, now when that disease they happen slowly over time. Okay, when it happens slowly over time. Now, I guess all we know by now say diabetes is not the number one leading cause of kidney failure, right? We all know that, right? Yeah. Okay. All right. We're talking about the things to remember. So let's know that. And then we all know say high blood pressure is number 2 leading cause, right? When I hear me, when I know, right? So if somebody asks me, I say, wait till I learn today. And then the best way to prevent CKD and kidney failure is obviously to control your diabetes and your high blood pressure. Okay? That's the 3 thing I want you to take home. That's number 4 rather. And then number 5, CKD and kidney failure can be prevented. Okay, so if we can manage some of these risk factors, then we can manage and delay and even prevent kidney failure. Okay, and then if you have any risk factors, what do? Visit the doctor and ask the doctor to check for your kidney function. Okay, and we'll see some of the tests then we recommend. And you always go back online, go look them up for our website or something. And then the best way to know how well your kidneys are functioning are that 2 main tests that we talked about at the beginning, the EGFR and your ACR. Those are the 2 key tests that you need to do. We'll do the other one then. And then at the end of this, what is the key thing? Know your numbers. Know your numbers. Okay? Know your numbers. So now, I did a little bit of this in the beginning. If you would like to get involved with us, we train patients or anybody interested, caregivers, healthcare providers. We train them to become kidney health advocates, kidney health educators. Okay, so we'll train you and then we'll certify you, and we can accompany you to maybe go to, to your communities and be able to talk as an EAR Foundation kidney health educator. Okay, and also volunteers. If you'd like to volunteer with us, we're open. We'll work with you. We're there at Fakoship Plaza. It's a clinic resource center and it's also a documentation/cyber cafe. It's a safe haven for kidney patients, for healthcare givers, healthcare providers. It's a safe place for everybody. Okay, and then advocates. What I mean by advocacy is that we want to be able to knock on the government's door to help us with all our needs, to recognize us, in this kidney community with what we need and deliver those needs for us. We see how much they spend on the malaria programs and stuff like that. So we need to start developing policies that will benefit us as kidney patients and even the doctors and nurses and the people, the caregivers that work for us. So what we plan to do at the Kidney Resource Center is have advocates that we can constantly be writing letters. How many times will I do protests for a year? Do protests always work? No, so we have to really change strategies and start doing it in a more structured and organized way, and that's what we call advocacy. Reaching out to the people who are responsible for us, okay, and telling them these are our needs in a more organized and structured manner. So that's some of the things that we're going to do, okay? So, with that, we come to the end of the session. This is our information for people who would like to reach us. This is the number. I can also give it to you. You can visit us at the Kidney Resource Center, Fakoship Plaza by BSEC. You can call us. Those are the numbers. The first one is my MTN number. The second one, you can get it for only through WhatsApp. It's my US number. I actually use that a lot, because I have all my contacts there. So that would be my best WhatsApp. But if you have to call me, it would be the MTN number. And then email, you can email us at info@theearfoundation.org, not .com, info@theearfoundation.org. And online, our website is theearfoundation.org. Okay, so I'm taking it out 6, 7, 2, 4, yeah. Okay, so now do we have any questions? Anybody have any questions? I'm going to test you people.
Can I ask, is there a particular diet somebody can be attached to avoid some kidney failure?
Yes, definitely.
Yes, which type of diet?
It's called, it will be a low salt diet, but it's not just low salt. You have to be on the renal diet. You have to be on the renal diet, and I can always give you help. You can reach out to us, and even though I think I have a lecture on renal diet, but we have counseling where it's customized for individual basis, because some people have not just kidney failure, but they have other complications, and you have to take into account all of those. So we have customized meal plans for different people, and as well as a general renal diet plan as recommendations for people who have only kidney failure. Okay, so if it's something that you're really interested, you can reach out to me, and you can visit us, make an appointment to see me. Okay, and we can detail a meal plan for you. And also, like I said, just look up to upcoming lectures. We're gonna have a general one for kidney failure patients. Okay? But yes, usually they would ask you to have a low salt, low potassium, and low fat diet. Those who are on dialysis, they would want you to also have a very high protein diet. So you have to eat a high protein if you're on dialysis, because your kidneys are getting, your protein is easily washed out. Yeah. Okay, so it'd be low salt, low sodium, low potassium, low fat, and high protein. Usually, that would be recommendations. And there's a lot more to that we can explain later. Okay, so thank you for your time. I hope you guys got some knowledge out of it and learned something. And tomorrow we're here Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, because they get different groups now. So Wednesday, Thursday we're here, and we're going to be here this week. Next week, I think we're going to talk about anemia and chronic kidney disease and kidney failure. Okay, why you suffer from anemia, and what causes it and how you can manage it. Okay, so hopefully I'll see some of you, and I hope to see you guys tomorrow, 1 o'clock. Let's eat lunch together and learn. tomorrow 1 o'clock at the Kidney Resource Center. I hope you guys will be able to make it. And that's it. Thank you now.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hold on.